that was the theory that Terence McKenna had to the thing that's going to change the universe, is that one day someone's going to invent a time machine, and that when they invent a time machine, all time ceases to become linear. So you think if you have a time machine, well, I'll just go back to the time where they were making the pyramids and I'll watch them do it. That's not what it works like. What he was saying, you can't travel where there are no roads. So once a road gets built, then you can travel. So once a time machine gets invented, then anyone from the invention of the time machine forward to forever can come back to that moment and can go to any point in time from that moment to the end of time. So all time ceases to be linear.
What if I told you you're a time traveler? Not in some sci-fi fantasy, not in a spaceship spinning through a wormhole. Right now, this very second, you're gliding through time at the steady rate of 1 second per second. But here's the kicker. Physics says we don't have to stop there. Time can stretch, it can bend, it can break. And somewhere out there, the blueprint for real time travel may already exist, waiting for the moment we're ready to use it. But before we build the machine, we have to understand the rules. In 1905, Albert Einstein didn't just publish a paper, he set reality on fire. Special relativity, then general relativity. Two theories that tore the universe open and revealed a disturbing truth. Time is not constant. It bends, it stretches, it depends on speed, mass, and gravity, not some universal cosmic tick. Imagine space and time as one giant rubber sheet. Place something heavy on it, like a star, and the sheet warps. That's how gravity works. Earth doesn't orbit the sun because it's pulled. It falls into that curve. But here's where it gets weirder. That warping doesn't just affect space, it affects time. Near something massive, time slows down. The stronger the gravity, the slower the clock ticks. This isn't theory anymore. We measure it every day. GPS satellites orbit the Earth at over 8,000 miles per hour. They're farther from gravity, and they're moving fast. The result? Their clocks tick faster than clocks on Earth. Not by much, but enough that without constant corrections, your navigation would be off by miles in hours. Want a human example? Try astronaut Scott Kelly. He spent 340 days aboard the International Space Station, moving at 17,500 miles per hour. His identical twin brother Mark stayed on Earth. When Scott returned, he was younger, by milliseconds. That's not fiction, that's time travel. And it gets more intense the faster you go. At 99.99% the speed of light, a one-year journey for you could mean centuries passing back home. You don't arrive in the future. You wait it out from the fast lane. But what about going back? One man has devoted his life to answering that question. Professor Ronald Mallet, theoretical physicist at the University of Connecticut. His obsession began with tragedy. At age 10, Ronald's father died of a heart attack. Grief-stricken, he picked up a copy of The Time Machine by H.G. Wells and made a promise. He would find a way to go back and save his dad. Decades later, Dr. Mallet has a working equation for a theoretical time machine. His concept? Rotating laser beams, creating a vortex in space-time, like stirring honey with a spoon. But this isn't fantasy. His math checks out. The problem? It would take the energy output of an entire star. He's not alone. Many physicists have drawn blueprints for time machines. What they lack is the fuel. Even if we solve the energy problem, there's a far more dangerous trap. Let's say you do go back. You change one thing, just one. What if you accidentally stop your grandparents from meeting? That's the grandfather paradox. If you're never born, you can't go back to stop them, which means you would be born, which means you could go back, and so on. Stephen Hawking wasn't amused. He proposed the chronology protection conjecture, a theory that the universe has built-in rules to stop paradoxes. Every time someone writes a paper on backward time travel, the math collapses under quantum instability, as if the universe won't allow it. But if a DeLorean won't do it, maybe a wormhole will. Wormholes are theoretical shortcuts through space-time. Imagine folding a piece of paper and punching a hole through it. Point A to point B, instantly. Einstein's equations allow them, but there's a catch. To keep a wormhole stable, you'd need exotic matter with negative energy density. We don't even know if that exists. And even if it does, you'd have to move one end at near light speed or place it near a black hole to make time travel possible. This isn't just a physics problem. It's an engineering one. one that makes building a Dyson sphere look like IKEA furniture. But what happens if we do build it? Philosopher Terence McKenna offered a chilling idea. He believed the invention of time travel wouldn't just rewrite history, it would end it. His logic: you can't travel where there are no roads. So once the first time machine is switched on, it opens a road, a fixed point in time. From that moment forward, anyone in the future could come back to that point. Forever. Property? Meaningless. Copyrights? Gone. History? A mess. You invent something? Someone from the future already did it, then came back to beat you to the punch. McKenna believed this may explain why we haven't seen time travelers yet, because the first machine hasn't been built. But when it is, it changes everything. Some say it already happened. Meet Al Bielek, a man who claimed to be part of a secret Navy experiment during World War II. He said the government tried to make a ship invisible, the Philadelphia experiment, but something went wrong. Horribly wrong. According to Bielek, he and his brother were thrown through time to 1983. Then 2137, and finally 2749. He described a post-nuclear Earth, population decimated. Then, centuries later, a utopia ruled by artificial intelligence and anti-gravity technology. No money, no war, no pain. He even predicted Florida would be underwater by 2025. Now here's the thing. It's 2025, and Florida still has beachfront property. No evidence, no verification, just a story. But it caught fire. Because deep down, we want to believe someone's cracked the code. But modern physics has a twist that might break the paradox. Some interpretations of quantum mechanics suggest that changing the past doesn't delete your future. It creates a new branch of reality. You kill your grandfather? In one universe, you never existed. But in the one you came from, you still do. It's like a cosmic fork in the road. Other theories propose the universe has built-in safeguards, random events that always stop you, a missed train, a spilled coffee, a stranger's delay. No drama, no paradox, just coincidence or maybe fate. All roads to time travel, lasers, wormholes, quantum portals, hit the same wall. Energy. To bend space-time, you need power. And not just a lot, you need star-level power, black hole-level power. Right now, even our largest colliders can barely nudge space-time. But here's the wild card. Not long ago, flying was fantasy. So was the atomic bomb. Computers the size of rooms now fit in your palm. Yesterday's fiction is today's routine. So the question is, will energy be the bottleneck forever? Or will we find a way to hack the universe? If time travel is theoretically possible, where are the visitors from the future? Some say they're already here, hiding in plain sight. Others argue they'd never reveal themselves, that we are the past, too primitive, too volatile, like watching cavemen invent fire, useful but not worth interfering with. Or maybe Hawking's protection system really does work, and no matter how close we get, the universe always finds a way to shut the door. So, can we master time? We already do, in one direction. The future, we crawl toward it second by second, moment by moment, but the past? That remains locked, guarded, untouchable. For now. But every new discovery in physics peels back the curtain just a little more. From Einstein's equations to Mallet's dream, from the orbiting twin paradox to the silent possibilities of wormholes and quantum forks, we're closer than we've ever been. Maybe tomorrow we break through. Maybe someone already has. Until that day comes, we remain travelers of the slow kind, drifting through time, asking questions we're not yet ready to answer. But if someone someday does build the machine, and they come back, maybe they'll find this video. Maybe they're watching right now, because in the end, the future isn't just out there. It might already be here. The question is, will we be ready when it arrives?